Hey, it's Pat, Tom, and Cody. We were backstage at Nashville in the neighborhood Dave's Pumpkin Patch with Granger Smith. Welcome to Sacramento.
Good to be in Sac. Thank you guys very much.
We drummed up some hot weather just for you.
I love it. Yeah, summertime's still going in Sac.
Oh, yeah, it is. And I'll be going for the next month. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the hot? You prefer the cold?
I'm very much a hot guy. I live in Texas. I can't stand the cold. It drives me crazy. Yeah.
So Earl Dibbles Jr., that's
Yes.
your, buddy.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
Yeah, that's your friend. Is he going to chance make an appearance tonight?
He is definitely coming.
Is
Yes.
he?
Yes,
Oh, my
we don't come to
gosh.
Sacramento without him or get booed off the stage.
Lucky us. Lucky us. Pat, you bought a book, right?
Well, yeah. This is the book that Earl wrote.
Yes.
And you can get it on Amazon. I think it costs like $21. And the name of it is If Your City, If Your Country. Could you give us just maybe a tease, one example, so somebody will say, hey, that's pretty fun. I'll go out and buy the book.
Have you read it yet?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite? So basically, it's a bunch of scenarios.
Right.
The left page is if your city, and it's a scenario, and then the right page is if your country.
There's one, I don't know, I read it like a week ago, and my recall is
Let me see.
not the best, but there's one that has to do with cell phones.
Yeah. So.
And it's got very good pictures, right? And there's a CD that comes with it.
You didn't do the illustrations, did you?
I didn't do the illustrations. I wish I was this talented, but this is a friend of ours. So here's the simplest of all the scenarios.
All right.
4x4.
4x4.
If your city, 4x4 equals 16. If your country, 4x4 equals the only way out of a mud hole.
See? Now you want the book, right?
How's it been selling? Is it selling
Man, it's
pretty well?
going great. Yeah, it was a number one bestseller on Amazon. And so, yeah, this has been just a really fun project and hopefully makes people smile.
Is this another way to scratch your creative itch?
Yeah,
basically?
absolutely. As long as I could stay creative and that just keeps me happy in this business. You know, if I could feel like we have this crazy idea and let's try to make it happen, that makes me feel good.
And at the same time, though, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say recently that you're going to start kind of scaling back a little bit because of family? And
yeah, there's your book, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Does that mean road, or does that mean overall
That
output?
that just means in the end of November and most
You're
of
just
December.
talking about the immediate future.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do have a question. Earl Dibbles Jr., does he find Granger Smith's wife hot?
I don't think he knows her. I don't think they've ever crossed paths.
Never, huh?
Well, we need to maybe that's a new video that we need to work on.
Okay. If you're Granger, if you're Earl.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of possibilities with that. You
That's
realize
right.
that, right?
There
One
is.
of the great things that I love about you, and you're a pretty humble guy, so I'm not sure that you would tell the story, and forgive me because I can't remember exactly where it happened. It had to do with a fan of yours either not being able to get tickets to the show or she was working or something, and you said to heck with that, and you got on your tour bus and you drove about 45 minutes to her house.
Yeah, that was that was a moment that I try to find these moments. We try to find them on the stage. We try to find them in everything that we do to connect with fans as much as possible. And this was a girl that couldn't make it to a show because she had to work. And the next day, we just happened to be traveling about 2 hours in the vicinity of where she was working. So we routed the buses to her restaurant where she was working in the kitchen.
That's right.
And she had no
and
idea.
surprised her.
Yeah.
And we just love to be able to. In all honesty, it makes me feel good to feel like music is actually impacting people in more than just numbers and ticket sales and things like that. It's personal stories that matter to me.
And fans look at that, and even though maybe that's not them, that could have been them. And that matters a lot. That matters a lot. And I think that gets lost, and I think that's one of the things that country has always done so well,
Yes.
starting with, Garth Brooks is probably the best at it,
Yeah.
but so many artists these days are so good at making that connection and just acknowledging their fans, acknowledging the fan base. It's so important.
Fan base, it's everything to us. It gives us our dream that we've had since we were little boys, and that we're nothing without those fans.
So after that happened, were you, I don't know, inundated with fans who said, hey, got to work, can't make it?
No, I didn't hear that. I do know after that it lifted me up, and that video lifted me and the crew up. I mean, everyone always talks about how excited that fan was, but I was excited too, because when I see that from her, it gives me spirit. It gives me fire to keep doing what we're doing.
And you know what's funny is those are the moments, as you say, where you may not remember a particular show or particular live performance, but you all can go, hey, remember when we took the bus to that
Yep,
fan and surprise at the
exactly.
restaurant? Everybody will remember that.
Exactly.
So
We'll remember that longer than she will.
yeah.
And if you don't mind, speaking of being a little guy, Aiden, come over here. This is Aiden, and he is
What's up, Aiden?
he's a huge country music fan. Aiden, how old are you?
I am 11.
All right, and he is our Cub reporter, and he's going to wrap up today's interview. He's got a question he's been working on for you.
Great.
Aiden, go.
What gun did you use when you hunt when you were my age?
When I was your age, I had a Remington 870 shotgun. Yeah, and that was my bird hunting gun. It was my granddad's, and it's pump action, so it's great for a kid your age. I actually still have that gun. I still use it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And
Good
we're
job.
done.
Good job, Aiden. Granger, thank you. Have a great show.
Thank you, buddy.
Nice to
Good
see you.
See you guys too.
Thank you, man.